V-Skill 2 for Inaba's Urien. V-Skill 1 though for... I'm not really a big fan of the V-Skill 2. The spiral, I don't think it's great.
So I always like watching Sako's Menat for not just the V-trigger, but his movement with the character in general. I always think it's really cool. He's very active. It's not like a slow kind of Menat. It's much more about dancing around, setting out the orb all the time. Anyway, in the meantime, he's done nothing for 10 seconds. Sometimes that happens on commentary. You can't be sure. But that is often what he does. He's often very active.
Nice anti-air. Ooh.
And he is checking Inaba right now, who would love to activate V-Skill too, but is just not getting a good chance. And hasn't been able to. There it is. Nope. Never mind. You got to complete that animation.
Really hard for him to get V-Skill 2 off in this matchup.
I'm not sure that's worth the trade. Maybe at full life for both characters, but not now. There he is, forced the situation. Can he put the punish? Not quite. Too early on the grab, and that is going to be tough. Okay, forces it yet again.
Doesn't get the follow-up chariot tackle.
Still alive, actually.
It's a good trade for Sako, but that life deficit is starting to come back. One more guess. What's it going to be? Wake up short.
Sako just did not let that happen. I mean, the threat looked like it was going to be walk-up grab yet again, and Sako put the kibosh. Okay, that's a nice little moment. Oh, okay. Sent it sailing back. Coast to coast.
Nice, that time he was in range to get the follow-up on that combo.
Mounting a little bit of pressure, Sako. This is more the style that I'm accustomed to seeing, but that maybe because that V-Skill 2 is already active.
That neutral jump was sick. Or jump back, sorry.
Wow, okay, challenges.
Yeah, causes him to lose that charge, that fireball, that cross counter. Caught him in the middle of the animation.
Looking for the hit confirm into super right now.
He wanted the activate off that EX chariot. Sako is just keeping him pinned down. He's not giving him that space to activate that V-trigger at all. Ooh, there we go.
And he's got to make this count.
No, and again, he doesn't get the follow. I'm not sure what the exact
super
punish
here.
is.
Wake up super. No.
Yeah.
That probably would have been canceled into super right there. So Sako ends up doing it very strongly. I love his distance game in this match. Though he's playing, it's perfect.
I'm not sure what the punish is on that V reversal because he's going for crouch medium punch.
Yeah.
And then the second mirror isn't linking
It hasn't
anywhere.
comboed.
Yeah, so not sure what he can do there. Certainly not going to have charge.
Well, back to the character select, it looks like. And will we get the character that we had discussed before? Blanca?
Or perhaps something new, who knows? There we go.
1-0. Okay, Ibuki.
Let's pick a top tier.
And in. Yeah, Ibuki's still good. Still a good character. And which V-Skill did he go for? I actually wasn't paying attention. Because the V-Skill 2 seems very interesting. I really like seeing some of the combos and mix-ups you can do with it.
Yeah, I really like it, and I think it's good against Menat. She doesn't have a lot of wake-up options, but we'll see. Yeah, it is V-Skill 2.
Okay.
She's going to have to hold that schmicks. Caltrops on the floor.
On the other hand, it's not going to be quite as easy to just stick it out there in this matchup.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, Menat's going to definitely shut that side of things down. Oh, and it's the V-Skill 2 pick from Sako. Okay. Oh no, that might have been the mind of a V-Skill 1 usage right there. Poor Ibuki trying to back up a little bit. Yeah, it's just not going to work that way.
It's not a good trade. It does no damage at all.
Right. Trying to hit confirm into V-Trigger 2, which, by the way, now is punishable if you just do it on block. Although I don't know how credible Menat's punish is going to be for that.
All right, here we go.
Nice. Dealing some great stun. He's got more pressure here. Looking for the fences. As Sako with V-Trigger 2. I just assumed it was V-Trigger 1. I didn't even look.
Yeah, super easy looking at what Inaba was using.
Wow, we have 2 V-Trigger 2
Two
and
nights of
V-Skill
running.
2. That's crazy.
Inaba showing a little bit of inexperience there. Although I see some of the most experienced Ibukis make that mistake now and then when they run out of kunais, try and throw it still. That awkward moment when you realize.
Yeah. And now just like in the last game versus Zirin, Sako stuck it out there and just was waiting for Ibuki to move. No, we'll get just tiny damage. Oh, she'll land on it! Nothing. Probably missed everything eye there. Here it is. Yeah, and now Inaba's in. Just not for long though. Sako seems like so ready to get everything going here. Activation point. To V-Trigger 2.
Ooh, that did chunks.
Oh,
that should be it.
Yeah, it was going to be it anyway. He had everything on lock. Sako does it. 2-0.
And we get to watch that super animation.
Sako looking very strong. Nice little smile. I love them bemused. Makes sense.
Saw Crimson earlier, putting a very impressive display.
Oh, it was right down to the wire, remember, against MOV?
MOV, yeah.
Where part of why it was so close was Crimson's insistence on playing the overhead low game. Because sometimes he got blocked and punished. But that's the game.
Yeah, kind of over-eager. Is what I was, not over-easy. I'm obsessed with eggs. Over-eager at closing the rounds out, but we'll see. Nice spacing on that drill.
And it's a funky matchup. They both have kind of not similar-ish options exactly, but kind of similar game plans.
Yeah, I feel Sim has to really make the most of his mobility in this matchup. That's the only thing he's got going over Menat.
Oh, yeah, not a safe spot. Sako knows. Oh. Similarly angled button, but one of them's a crush counter.
Nice.
Okay. Oh!
All right, cook up Nauman. There's the fire damage is still piling up.
Yeah, that ended up doing quite a bit. So here's the slow fire. Oh, lovely stuff. I love this. And Sako's not let one go. There it is. Crimson would love to get away. I'm not sure he'll get a chance. What? Oh my god! Chip is now a big problem. There it is. That was interesting way to try to get away from things by Mr. Crimson, but just didn't work out in the end.
One of the most interesting things about that round was as soon as Sako activated, Crimson went on offense immediately. Like, he pressed buttons straight away. And normally that's the, you know, when Menat activates, that's the signal that it's not your turn to start playing. You need to stop and respect, but Crimson has certainly shown no respect.
Trying to get things going there was Crimson.
I definitely feel like the end of the round went better for Crimson. He was eating a lot of damage at the start, and that probably in the end put him in that situation where he could get chipped out. But here it looks like it's going well for him.
He's picking great spots. Sako walking in. There's the activation.
It's a brave tech.
Wow, look at this buttons from Crimson. Oh, the overhead
it gets
comes.
harvested by the overhead. And there's the stun. Sends the orb out.
It's close.
It's Sako. It's been the benefit of that. Oh! We all got baited. We all got baited.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Menat wins.
Game 1 to Menat from Sako.
Oh, when the game's set in Japanese, it says Manato.
Menato.
Interesting. Is he going to go for Laura?
Does he still keep up with that character? I just haven't seen him, but I don't see him play very often.
I'm not sure. I mean, he's been in Japan for at least a week. I want to say possibly more. He might have been here since Kumite.
Okay, wow.
He's been here a while, and he's been training and practicing and playing a lot. Looks like he's going to stick with Dawson, but just taking some time to compose himself and reevaluate his strategy. He was picking his moments. He was picking some good spaces, but the projectile game was not going well for him. He wasted a couple of EX bars trying to put EX Fire out, and Sako answered with the orb. He wasn't really showing teleport much on defense in those situations where he was getting mixed. And I don't know if there's like big punishes that Sako has, but at least make him show, because yeah, he was clearly not ready for the overhead, and that's mad slow.
Well, here's Crimson. Definitely using more fire and walking forward more, so it's more of an intentionally offensive kind of situation. Switching up the game plan. Wow, medium kick to the rescue, huh? Look at this, it's offense in a way that we just really didn't see last game. Building Gray Life as well. Oh, got a little buttonsy there.
Nice interruption on the recall. Wow, reflect. Obviously no side needed for the V skill. And again, Mr. Crimson.
He's just so active during this time.
Yeah, tries to stop Sako from having his way.
Look at that. Look, the defense was great. However, great defense by Sako.
Just caught him in the startup.
Match point Sako. Again, this is to make top 8. And there are moments, I agree with you, where Crimson looks strong. I like his pressure when he can get it going. Some of his mid-range button timings have been really nice. But in the end, it hasn't ended up mattering.
Punch with fierce. That was lovely.
That is one nice change that Dawson got, where there's a little bit more of a space between the 2 hits of EX Fire. You can use that to your advantage for some mix-ups, some cool situations. Okay.
Delay.
Chooses to go in.
Oh, and again.
There it is. Wow, at the end of a round was really strong by Crimson.
Yeah. Things seem to be going well for Crimson when he's able to initiate the offense. Needs to be using this mobility a bit more.
Yeah, if he can get in, if he can press more, that is definitely when he's having success. Yeah, ready
Nice
for it with Sako. Walk forward first. Yeah. Crimson already a little bit down in life. Again, we've seen when he is on offense, he's good.
Yeah, nothing but Gray Life. There's the first real hit for Crimson. And all he is doing at the moment, every time he throws out those fires.
Oh, that was so smart. What an escape by Sako.
Is give Sako V-gauge.
Well, it's there now, so if Sako finds the opportunity, then he's going to be in the trigger. Crimson not quite there himself. There it is. Because he did a button out of float, he gets VV.
Oh, that was nice!
The reactions out of Sako! Who says you need to be young to have reactions like that?
That's
and
good
the defense, yeah, Crimson needs to weather this one last orb. It's hanging out there by her leg, and finally it's gone too.
Floats over the top.
Look at the time now, 19.
Oh, catches low.
Yeah, probably not the intended punish. Now at 11.
Oh! Tried to check. I don't know if that was with lat kick, but tried to check the drill. It didn't work. And Sako is the one who advances to winner's side of top 8 tomorrow. Mr. Crimson drops down into loser's bracket. Who does he face down there?
He will face, it's a NuckleDu.
Oh, so NuckleDu got past Crusher.
At all, but here we go in a top 8. Nonetheless, Nauman Sakura really putting on a show for everybody.
Yeah,
Let's see how far he can keep going.
If you missed any of that yesterday, obviously you can go check out some of that. You know, the archives are all there. I mean, for your time zone, it might not have been so good, so I encourage you to go check it out. So slow fireball, something Sakura is going to follow behind a lot. She needs to charge it up. And when we do see that, that's when we're going to see Sako kind of walk forward and throw his heavy fireball, clash with it, try to get rid of a hit of it.
Yeah, that's why you can see on the charge there, it can absorb one of the hits of the orb coming out too, and then still keep going.
Yeah, and you saw Sako right there use 2 hits to blow up the fireball on the way in. Use the explosion and then the V-skill after. When there's 1 hit on the fireball left, you can V-skill it. Something you'll see quite a bit. Dash.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Gets in there, manages to get the throw, trying to push Sako into the corner, but a lot of people have been talking about this V-Trigger 2 now.
Trigger 2, yeah. I think it's solid. It makes your far range game pretty scary, and it's like kind of non-committal, I think, for Menat. Like, you don't have to worry about going in too much. Yeah, just send out the orb, bring it back.
Do it again.
Ton of damage, and our V-Trigger still right, which is great.
Oh, well, speaking of V-Trigger, Nauman sitting on a ton of meter right now. Has not had a chance to spend it. Gonna lose the round off of that attempt with the EX Shoken. Not gonna connect.
Yeah, big bet. Doesn't work out for him. Sako ready for it. Unsurprisingly, I think right there that he needed to try something big, and Sako kind of smelled it. He's like, you know, this match has been me kind of dominating the whole time. You want some kind of big swing?
Yeah. Especially late in the round when you don't have a lot of life. I call those the desperation uppercuts. When you're about to die or get stunned, you see those come out a lot.
Knockdown again, and Sako with a big lead. Unsurprisingly,
Oh, that's punishable, yeah.
Yeah, minus a lot.
Here comes Nauman. Activates Raw right now, but has her in the corner, and Sako does not have the ability to activate the V-Trigger to kind of put the scare and get out of there. Oh, yep, gonna keep you in the corner. Plus, and now throw.
And this fireball, very scary to deal with as well. You see Sako just having to block it out here. EX fireball, Tatsu hits.
Keeping the pressure going, yep. Uh-oh, here we go. Chance for Sako to get out of here. Yep, maximizing the combo, sets up another mix-up here.
Yeah, gonna set up the V-Trigger, and now if you're Sako, you just kind of wait at full screen. Yeah, this is, you can't really do much. You just have to wait for the explosion. And it's gonna build Sako meter, is the other thing too that's very good. Right? He's close.
Oh my god! He just jaunted on over, just strolled through the park, taking his time.
The entire screen.
Yeah.
The entire screen. Sako was like, you know what? There's nothing you can really do about this orb, so I might as well just stroll on over.
I mean, that was literally deer in headlights kind of thing. He was just like, oh my gosh, Menat is just walking at me.
Yeah, and anytime she can just recall the orb, and if it hits you, he's going to combo you and kill you too, right? So, you know, in that moment, you don't really have that other option. Fireball, uses it to clash. One hit of Sakura's fireball goes away.
Remember, it is going to be 3 out of 5 here in the top 8 for Street Fighter V.
Charge up fireball.
All right. Oh, nice jump back light punch. You know, good defense. Does push her back towards the corner again. This is where Nauman was able to get stuff going. So here we go. Let's see what Nauman can keep going here. Activates the V-Trigger, but out of there.
Yeah, the jump drill was really smart. You saw Nauman already had committed to the crouching heavy punch. That's going to be the release, the combo.
Set up for the next mix-up here. Yep. Gets the pressure and the throw, and look at this. Almost no life, and that's going to do. Sako is just running through Nauman now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those matchups where you need to gamble as Sakura to get in. And Sako is really not giving Nauman any of those opportunities, those jumps. You know, I mean, sometimes they'll work, but Sako's just scouting them. There's the jump in, back throw, nothing happens.
Yep. Not going to get any sort of a crazy pressure. Oh, no. Missed the median. Is going to get back throw. That's a huge loss. And I like Sako jumping back in, trying to feign running away and then changing it around, but didn't work out for him.
Yeah, chase the backdash there. One more for stun.
Oh, he probably tried to go for empty jump low.
Uh-oh. Sako has a lot of resources here. Checks the dash.
Didn't confirm it.
No uppercut, no light kick, an uppercut or anything.
Oh, nice dash forward to make that orb hit, and then the V-reversal going through all of those orbs.
Still scary. Sako has critical orb bait as a throw.
Far away.
Okay, V-Trigger's gone.
Oh.
Crush.
Oh, boy. Okay, any hit now. Any hit, single hit.
Yeah, he can critical art through a fireball. The jump too.
No overheads yet either, because that would be punishable into the critical art.
Oh, no!
Critical art and chip.
He didn't commit to it. The crush. Chip now. You have to watch the chip. One hit on it. The dash is up. Boom.
Wow. Bravery from Nauman. Like you said, oh, here we go. Oh, he doesn't even chip. He just goes for the throw instead. Gets it. Sako pulling it off at the last second there. Slowly whittling away the life of Nauman, and it works out. And do you feel like that's kind of, you know, maybe nerves for Nauman being on a big stage like this? I mean, he's obviously a good player.
Right.
Right, but for EVO Japan, top 8?
I don't even know if it's like just the nerves of the stage, but it's like in a matchup like that, when you have a lead, people always say, like, all right, just don't do anything risky. Just wait, you know, you'll grind it out, you'll get that last hit. But that's one of those moments where, like, time just keeps ticking. You keep losing life over and over and over. And in this matchup, you can have rounds like that where Sakura just doesn't get in. And that might be from the beginning of the round or when Sakura has, like, a 60% life lead. She just never hits Menat again. I think that's kind of the nature of the matchup.
And then also your brain kind of snowballs into itself. You know, every time you get hit, it like folds up just a little bit more. You're like, oh no.
And eventually you're like, I gotta do something, I gotta. And then that's when Sako has the war bound, the jab hits, walk up throw. And I'm not ready for the tech. Because of that, we're looking at 2-0 Sako here already.
Fab Gaming Sako,
Yeah.
definitely one who is very familiar with this kind of environment, with this kind of stuff, with so much on the line.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Clean.
Take that trade, because now you've got Sako towards the corner. Well, he's in. Oh no, just missed the jump attack. Sako able to stop him, so could have had a lot of frame advantage off of that jump attack.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Nice, that was smart too. Doesn't have immediate after though. Sweep activate. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Takes the side switch.
See how he uses orbs. Yep, keeps the pressure going. And feels a lot like the early seasons of Menat. Potential to get 2 of those V triggers
Yeah.
in one round.
Now I'm trying hard to get in now too. Has the fireballs, yeah. Uses some of the V trigger fireballs, so they're gone now. And even trying to use a little bit more V skill 1 to get into. I like that idea. Sako with the slide.
All right, evened out the life, but again, Sako at that position where he can just, you know what, if he gets a hit, he can just spend the meter and take the win and go to the next round with a victory.
Yeah, negative there, activates.
Yep. Oh, that's
raw.
do it, yes.
Just that raw EX top, throws it out, hits. Yeah, you get a juggle after in the corner.
Just do it. Why not? Well, okay, don't do it there.
Yeah, one thing I was going to say last round too is that we haven't seen a lot of raw Tatsu from Nauman. I think that's the way Sakura players get in a lot, right? So I was hoping to see a little bit more of it. And this round, he's been doing it quite a bit. He's gone for a couple. Sako just stuffed the first one.
Might have just been one of those things he told himself between the game, wait, I need to do this more. Yep, you see those raw Tatsus right there.
Yeah, and I like the heavy Tatsu from far away too to try to get in. V-skill, anti-air.
Yep, had it already. Already saw the startup of that V-skill. Here comes the second round of orbs here. Sitting on there because see the timer's about to run out, so yeah, it just spends it. And now Nauman has to find the way back in. Oh, meter spent from the anti-air. He's willing to do that all day. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, the medium punch hit out of the air. Activation here. Oh, the jump. Yeah, not a big punish though. I mean, didn't really have anything bigger that he could get, I don't think.
Yeah, especially the way Sakura leaned forward like that. Sakura leaned forward. Oh, that should be able to do it. No, not enough.
It's EX. V-skill, nothing.
Oh, he went the fireball. If he had confirmed into an uppercut, maybe it would have had a little bit more pressure to go with, but wasn't sure it was going to hit.
Or in that case, he thought he had V-trigger still, right? Which is why he thought the low forward fireball was going to combo. He could get a juggle after, right? So he had just run out of V-trigger. We stock on that point.
That's the best. That's that Goken.
Yeah, the snipe. I'm in a great spot now. This is the kind of pressure you need. But
oh, yeah, he was going to go for 3, it looked like, and Sako said nope. Side switch, dash under. Using that to get in. What was he trying to do?
I wonder if that was a late uppercut or something
Yeah.
to get in. So Nauman with that block, and now has V-trigger. We see the activation.
Nauman, I mean, still with the life lead here, has a lot of resources, so has the option yet, cancels into the V-skill to get in. Here we go. Throw and now Chip. If he can get, okay, now Chip is a threat for Nauman. Nauman could just get a hit, maybe a uppercut into super.
Gets hit though. The snipe with the EX.
Oh boy.
Not critical art. And yeah, you see Sako backing off. Knows that Chip is still a threat. The V-skill. Oh,
no.
At the last second he tried to slide or something. He has some kind of input come out.
Yeah,
Gets flipped.
I think he knew if he had blocked that fireball, that probably would have been enough block stun for Nauman to get that chip. So at the last second, so he was like, oh, I'm going to block. Wait, I can't block this. Here he comes. And then it was too late.
Yeah, in that case, avoiding chip out was pretty tough. So Nauman on the board now.
Okay. Not going to let Sako take this one. Look at that dash forward. 3 of them in a row.
Yeah, I like that we're seeing more Tatsus, more dashes on the ground instead of just the air approach. 2 in a row.
Gets the crush. Stun.
mix up here, left, right, stays in the front, Tatsu, uppercut. Very nicely done. Yeah, that combo hurts. That is one thing in this version. You know, any version, actually. I guess Sakura is hurt pretty much the entire time. It's just she needs those hits.
Especially once it gets you in the corner, like you were saying.
Yeah, trade on the soul throw.
Nice again. The forward dashing from Nauman has really changed a lot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, not that time.
Yeah,
Sako.
We see Sako sniping it a little bit more. Back throw, he was in range.
And there you see right there, moving forward and then throwing out the crouching medium kick all of a sudden, catching Sako by surprise. And now just going to try to build space with this V-trigger too again.
Yeah, Nauman out of V-trigger now as well, so it doesn't have it out of the air.
So nice. Reflect into orb release.
Crush. This should be the kill.
Uber! Is this gonna kill? This should definitely kill.
Yeah, absolutely. As we tie up 2 apiece here in our very first match of top 8. Nauman, Sakura.
The time is now, man.
Yep.
For Nauman.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of adjusting for sure. You can see it, and now Sako is the one that's forced to adjust, right? It's like, okay, well, you know, my opponent is now kind of like figured stuff out. What is my counter adjustment? Do I snipe the ground more? Is Nauman going to start jumping like a little bit more because, you know, he's been approaching on the ground so much? What's the like last minute adjustment in this 5th game?
See them, both of them just concentrating, trying to decide what to do here. I mean, we've gone to the character select for Sako, so this could be him just trying to get more time to think, or he might switch to V-Trigger 1. Yep, there it is, V-Trigger 1. Going back to the tried and true.
Yeah, it takes a little bit more control, and I think it has less full screen presence as well, which is something, to be honest, Menat already has against Sakura. So.
But obviously, 3-bar trigger, not going to have access to it as often. But if there's anybody out there who you can consider the consummate professional with V-Trigger 1 of Menat, it is Fab Gaming's Sako.
Oh, for sure. The explosion hit.
Oh, yeah, got him low.
Solid damage and building a little bit of gauge with the V skill already.
And try to erase that fireball with the recall, just a little too early there.
Yeah. Something we've seen Sako use a lot. Jump back air to air, tagging on more damage.
Ow! I didn't think that was going to catch it. Barely clipped.
This looked great so far, the way Sako's really controlled this round. You need Nauman to find an activation point.
That V-Trigger 1 may not, the V-Trigger change might not even come into play in this round if Sako can take this. Oh, you got it! Here we go. Uppercut and mix-up time. Throw. Is he going to go for double throw? Oh no, he faked it. And then goes for it. I love this pressure from Nauman. Oh, the stun!
That's the kill as well.
And see, this is what I mean. That V-Trigger wasn't going to come into
yeah, it did not come into play at all. As Nauman just found that one jump. That's how Sakura is, right? She's such a, you know, high damage, explosive character. It's just tough for her to get in a matchup like this. EX Fireball.
And I don't think she's one of the characters that a lot of people talked about after the patch notes were revealed for Season 5, you know?
Yeah, it's not like she's a tremendous winner. Wow, the hands here, but she is solid in this version for sure.
It's amazing how many small things can do to change a character.
Yeah. We haven't even seen too many of them so far, just some of the combo routes. Oh, again the jumps. EX Tatsu. Uppercut after. Sako, one more guess. Nauman with the back row, moving on to winners finals. Sakura in winners finals of EVO Japan. Who'd have thought it? The V-skill, he really represents a lot as we see it here as well.
And he also really loves this costume too. And a lot of people say it's, you know, because when he activates trigger, you can't. It's harder to tell.
Yeah.
Because he goes from red to red.
It's pretty funny. Also, I think V-skill 2 for Menat here. It's a V-skill that's interesting. You don't see it a ton, but there are some good utility, I think, off of it. Maybe in this matchup because no fireballs on the screen or whatever, he's just going to use the V-skill for
Gives
setup.
him a combo ender, you know.
Yeah. Wow, this looks brutal so far. But this round could still be an Itabashi round, to be honest with you.
I mean, we just talked about this, right? Doing all this damage here and there.
Even combo.
But this should be able to finish it here.
Yeah, the perfect. And I think Itabashi a little too wily for his own good. He was like, you know what, I'm going forward. You're like, but what if he hits? No, forward. Okay.
Again, same kind of situation, just walking into buttons, has the anti-airs. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, the Soul Spark, very good for that reason, right? A spiral. The V-skill 2 in situations like that, I think, are great to build UV gauge.
That's the first damage that Itabashi has gotten.
Yeah, and it's not much. It's still swing, 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 jump, jump, jump.
Yeah, and there you see the use of that V skill too. You know, gives you those kind of ranges for activation that to pull the orb back that she doesn't normally have.
Yeah, and also build the V trigger as well. Yeah, the activation off of it.
Look at this, just
Itabashi.
going in for pressure right now.
That hurts, dude. That throw did a ton of damage. He's gonna get the second activation here.
Yeah.
Anti-air. Oh,
And
whip
the
her left,
orbs are
right.
still coming.
And that's that Itabashi Zangief. Back and down back, not his ally.
I mean, honestly, that match right there, Sako almost looked like he was playing Menat as a rushdown character.
Yeah.
You know, there was just attack, attack, attack constantly.
That mid-range is brutal for Abigail, but it's a little bit less brutal than he made it look. I think if you're Itabashi here, you got a little too wily in that first game. Oh,
Trying to
whip.
parry something, getting a little too cute for his own good, maybe. Nice throw tech from Itabashi. Oh, what? The roundhouse to crush the poke.
Yeah, that move is really good against big bodies, as you can see. Yeah, abusing it, beats jumps.
It's a washing machine right now, just like spinning around.
Yeah. Gonna get the recall as well. Jumps out. This is big, but
The getting hit out of the air was crucial, though, because the air reset kind of threw off Itabashi's timing. But guess what? You are in the corner, and here we go. This could be the end of everything.
yeah, close to stun. Oh, the command grab. That's that. Look, you felt bad for Itabashi last game, but now just look at what happens when he gets the hit.
That is what happens. That was played out exactly as we talked about before the match started. Oh, again, swinging away with that standing heavy kick. Oh, God, that's so good.
It's really giving Itabashi a lot of trouble. It gives horizontal range in that into the recall that is really tough for him to deal with. He needs to like swing into it to be, yeah, like that with the jab, right? He needs to jab. Not easy to do. Wow, I can't believe that.
Good range. Caught it, connected, and is trying to take him all the way to the corner now. Gets in with the giant flip. Not this time. Confirmed off of the...
Wow, he got the jump fierce? Is that because Abigail's tall? Oh, big jump, E-trigger.
Activation. Okay, okay. Let me gather myself here after that Sako. Oh, punched out of the air. Gets the hit again.
Oh, he got him.
Out of the air, and let's do a little dance. This is gonna kill. It is.
Yeah, I think Itabashi, he committed to the medium punch, it looked like there, and he was just ready for it. You see the little smile. He's like, oh, man.
He's like, I jumped. I can't believe I didn't make it over. And you get that nice little pushback off of that V skill too, which is nice. Build a little space.
Yeah, mostly he's just looking for the recall after, right? Because, you know, you don't want to really commit to too much. Oh, that sweep was unsaved.
Okay, got in with the giant flip, but then just a jump back away. Even confirms the sweep afterwards.
Yeah, and that jump right there has been something that's a problem.
Ow!
Yeah, but it's orbed heavy kick, so not a big punish.
Goes for the meaty, set up. Sako challenging.
Yeah, super safe. Didn't even go in there.
Gonna maybe spiral in there into orbs. No. Oh, just
Orbs out.
orbs. Gonna be able to confirm off of it. And Sako going up 2-0. But remember, that's what he did on the winner's side, and he still lost to Nauman. He definitely cannot rest right now.
Yeah, you see the stress on his face too. I mean, he knows he's up against a character and a player who really succeed with the gamble, right? That's just something that they have available. So, like, if you're fighting Abigail, you're fighting Itabashi here, you cannot be too confident, right? One jump, one decision he makes correct could just be the end of the round. As we see that sweep in an early crush and a Sako in trouble. Well, backdash, throw works.
Okay, has the anti-air ready, and there you go. Always using that spiral for the recall. Oh, pushing buttons.
All right, yeah, orb out, looks for the overhead, still has a meaty with the medium punch after, which is plus.
Nice non-quick rise from Itabashi, but it's not working out anyway. Close to stun, that's gonna do it. Sako is gonna be at match point, sitting not only on match point, but all of that critical art meter as well.
That's huge in a matchup like this. I mean, we saw him use that critical art earlier to get out of there, which is really big. Sweep, yeah, tough to punish in that range.
Yeah, that light punch is probably the best that Itabashi's gonna get.
Takes the sweep as well. And
He's throwing out those EX fireballs, trying to cover that space and doesn't go as far as the normal heavy orb.
man, Itabashi's almost stunned. He's got to be careful swinging
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
why he's trying to keep him blocking all of these orbs. He doesn't want to let him get away with that, but now stun is no longer a threat, but he has lost so much life. But we've seen the kind of comeback Abigail can do. Oh,
Oh, missed. He's going to get the jump in, though.
whoa. I switch sides. Oh, boy.
Oh, overhead block,
Nice
punish.
block on the overhead. He should be able to get a ton of damage off of this. Is it enough? It is! Sako has eliminated Itabashi Zangief 3 games in a row and moves on the loser's side.
Yeah, and it's just extremely methodical and well thought out play. I love the V-Skill 2 picked in that matchup to really shut down him moving in with back fear.
The characters that got a lot of good stuff
Yeah.
in this season update for Season 5.
Gee. He's really thinking about this here. Can
Oh! Really?
I'm waiting now. I don't even want to know who he's going to pick until I just want to wait for him to lock in.
You don't believe until we see the versus screen,
Too
right?
much speculation at this point. All right. He's locked into Cammy here.
Is that the Jill costume right there?
Yeah, I think so. So locked in. I like this character choice too. NuckleDu's Cammy is very off speed, right? It's like off pitch. It's a very strange style of this character. A lot of dashing around, jumping and dive kicking. He does not stay on the ground for a long time. He really likes whip punishing or drill too. That's something that you see a lot from this Cammy. Red fireball.
Going to the fireball game right away. Shakunets.
Yeah, you see that walk down pressure from Sako. He really likes to play up close with this character. He kind of bullies his way in and then finds those big hits.
Using that V skill 1.
Yeah, we didn't see the
Oh,
dash
but
cancel.
counter hit, but he didn't get the confirm off of that. Might have hit the follow-up button a little too early. Activates off the crouch medium kick. Blocked. Here we go. Oh, no, it wasn't a counter hit. Nice jump back light punch.
Yeah, checking Sako on the ground now. So that's one bit of V-trigger left.
Oh, he got him. That's good damage right there and all the way into the corner, or towards the corner, I should say. Oh, boy. Damage. He doesn't quite have the meter for a critical art just yet.
He didn't spin any of the V-gauge as well. This is interesting, although getting close to having that demon.
Oh, he's got it! The confirm from Sako and takes round number 1.
Yeah, very excellently played, and that's one thing that you have in this. You can confirm in a demon off of like a medium kick or a fireball or anything like that. It's very, very useful. A lot of meter on though, so NuckleDu dancing around here. Ooh, snaps out the fierce, no punish.
All right, that's minus there. Wasn't fully charged, that V-skill.
Yeah.
Throwing that fireball again. Just using it as a raw footsies tool. Oh, there's that whip OS. Oh,
it's
too
in read.
far.
Yeah, medium tots, medium uppercut.
Oh, but not a counter. He went for the maximum damage. He was going to just go for the uppercut into dive kick combination.
Yeah, and you saw Sako look for crouching jab. That's big. Yeah, takes the knockdown in the corner, front throw. Still, he's close to building demon
Tag.
again.
Oh, the raw, but too far to link afterwards.
Oh, he didn't even block it, so he doesn't have demon. Now he does.
Oh,
the crouch light kick buffer, Sako.
And NuckleDu was trying very hard there to find an activation point. He didn't want to go for the crouching heavy punch. You can tell he wanted something bigger. And so he went for the standing heavy punch, whiffed. Sako then gets the punish. Light kick into the V-trigger follow-up.
Yeah, so NuckleDu goes back here. I think not surprising. I don't know if he liked the cut of that Cammy versus like Kage jib. You know what I mean? He was like, don't know about that one. It looked a little rough. He just looked comfortable. He didn't really kind of struggle to deal with the dive kick so much. He got beat up on the ground. I think it's probably time for a switch, and the buttons probably tell me there is a switch coming.
Is it going to be Kyle or is it going to be G?
The last time I saw him switch buttons, I don't remember what the button he
It was
switch was,
Mika.
but he went to Mika.
Yeah, he went to Mika when he did
So-
the 3 punches, yeah.
So like that time, I don't even know what button he switched. I didn't see it in time, but Guile it is.
Guile it is.
This is what I expected in the first match.
Right.
Let's go.
Might be able to do a little bit better zoning out Kage.
Yeah,
Keep up with the fireball game maybe a little bit more.
I think Kage is improved in this version, but I also think Guile is great. He's a really solid character. We see V Trigger and V Skill 1 from NuckleDu in this matchup.
Yeah, not going with the new V skill, the little hopping Sonic Boom, which, I mean, looks really powerful when you see like highlights of it and stuff like that, but very negative if you block it close up.
Yeah, I think it is very good. As we see the V Skill 2, obviously from Sako now, switches to V Skill himself.
Yep, can get over the Sonic Booms with that.
It's also a good throw bait. Very useful. Yeah, I mean, that baited the flash kick. Back throw. And NuckleDu's Guile is so fearless, right? That's one thing you always see about him as a playstyle. Walks up.
Just like that, but Sako walking backwards just a little bit to build the range, so that's NuckleDu whip that throw. Not this time, however.
Oh, throw the little boom, the baby boom.
Yep.
And yeah, he tried to chip right there. He missed the critical art. Yeah, Sako knew it. He didn't have a lot of room to wiggle. And also no meter spin from NuckleDu, which is a really, really useful spot for him, even though it was an accident.
Takes that first round pretty quickly. Oh, what an autocorrect. And then the delay on the crouching medium punch. Getting him to hit all the way to the corner, throw, close to stun. One more mix-up.
Oh, that's the dizzy off the throw. That's the round for Sako.
Probably won't even need to spend any meter.
Now,
Sako.
light kick and a light DP too for the finisher. He's like, let me just be a little stylish. Don't do the regular combo. Oh, see the crouching heavy punch that time, actually. He adjusted to the air fireball. Delay, switched up the timing,
Ooh,
but
counter after even getting hit by the light punch, still went after more buttons. What a whip punish!
yeah, Sako with the sweep. That button's great. Does not spend critical art off the front.
Always gonna get the punch there.
Cross cut again, and now he's in the corner.
Yeah. Kind of a bad decision from NuckleDu right there for the cross-up situation, but he got the counter hit on that.
Yeah, too far for the critical art, I think, off the cancel, but
Ow!
that was a great block on that upside down kick. Sweep activate, demon available.
Throw.
Oh, he flash kick. Yeah, he got out of there and missed. And meter spent.
Oh, and then he
That's
just
the
ate
kill.
the jump. He just ate the jump. Was he dashing? I missed it.
Yeah, he dashed in after
Okay,
the fireball,
okay.
jump roundhouse connected. That's a clean one there from NuckleDu. I mean, he committed to the flash kick and the roundhouse whiff into the demon is what he was trying. It was kind of like they both ended up neutral afterwards, right? He just flash kicked out, demon whiff. They both ended up full screen, which is great, I think, there for NuckleDu to spend 1 bar for trading demon, as I think now we see Menat from Sako.
But it was interesting because Sako was probably thinking, he's like, no way he's going to suspect this right away. So fast. I've got this demon. And then NuckleDu just had the EX flash kick. I mean, would have beat the meaty, would have beat a throw, would have beat the escape the demon.
Yeah, we see the switch to Menat. Good matchup choice here for Sako.
Definitely not going to see the V-Skill 2 this time, though, from Menat. Actually?
Nah, it's featured.
No, it's V-Trigger.
But we do see VS Skill 2 from NuckleDu. The reason I think is because you can use it to jump over the medium orb toss, I think, from Menat there. So that's something useful to have, or she's going to go for a reflect. Dashing up. You see, he's got to get in early with Guile. You don't want to give space.
That was close, but you see Menat, her 3-frame button has no range.
Yeah, and in general, her punishes are kind of weak in situations like that. Clips, sweep. No, he just goes for the second. Boom!
Oh, fake the throw. All right, let's see what he gets here. The reset, and there it is. Big damage off of this stun combo because it was a single hit into the stun.
Yeah, NuckleDu Guile, really offensive a lot of the time, so I think in a matchup like this, he knows how to get in early. Yeah, flashes.
There you go, yep. You see both of why they're picking those V-skills right now, back to back. Counter hit. Good decision. Wow, I had the and the reaction to get the drill.
Yeah, I mean, because you have down charge while you do
Right.
V-skill. You don't lose charge during it. It's what makes it so powerful. Recovery's not that much, even on whiff.
Nice forward throw, walk up forward throw from NuckleDu.
Checks the dash. I mean, he dashed last time in the same situation. Side switch here.
Oh, yeah, doesn't care what side you end up on.
I like the back throw from Sako as well.
Knew that Guile was minus. so he took advantage of his turn with the throw, but here we go, activate.
Gotta be careful. Sako has critical art as well. He can critical art through a boom if he's close enough. Jump in. Neutral jump!
Oh, no! And Sako, that neutral jump, the shimmy, all those things, it's that space of not blocking. You're in your brain like, well, if I'm not blocking, that must mean they're going for the throw.
Yeah. Too much on the mental stack, man. He's dashing, he's jumping, he's V-skilling in. There's like all these four options that NuckleDu has available to himself. To check and stop and, you know, duck and dive away from all of them is very, very difficult. And you see Sako just couldn't slow it down. Back to character select again.
As we mentioned earlier, NuckleDu, the final non-Japanese player here in this tournament. 4 players left.
Yeah, and last year in this kind of same position was Punk, right? He was
That's right.
pretty far in this tournament. Couldn't stop the Japan versus Japan finals. Obviously, it was Mochi versus Fudo. Yeah, it goes back to V-Trigger 1. I think a good choice. While you have V-Trigger 1 activated as Menat, you can walk forward and do Orb Release to check Guile if he tries to release a boom or something like that, and also still anti-air with Crouching Fear. So I think it gives you a little bit more control than having V-Trigger 2, which just kind of shuts down the screen horizontally.
Round 1.
The NuckleDu right now with the lead. Up 2-1 over Sako. Yep, the trade right there, but Menat's gonna win off of that trade. It's not one that you're gonna want to keep doing if you're Guile.
See, one thing about NuckleDu here is he does not have V-Skill 1, so when he sits past the orb, he can't V-Skill 1 and then boom, right? That's something that normally Guile does in this matchup. Walks back, looks for the low.
Oh, what a drill to get away from that. That was so good.
Yeah, he had a drill, right? It was going to land on the boom.
There you see it, going over the orb, chasing down, jumps backwards over the orb, yeah. Look at this, NuckleDu, like 3 or 4 jumps in a row. Mistimed that reflect.
Yeah, he's throwing slow boom, fast boom, trying to throw out the timing. EX anti-air.
V-skill to activate, and here's that V-trigger number 1. That Sako's so good at, yep, the anti-air even off of the block. Wow. Winning the air-to-air backdash orb release that time. Those can only hit you out of the air.
Yeah, not really worried too much. The reflect orb release. A recall, he gets it back. EX fireball, try to back him up. The anti-air.
Great. Oh, but he's going to get the hit on that. There you go. NuckleDu tried something when he landed from getting air reset. Got caught by the orb, and that's going to give Sako that round. Sako trying to tie it up. 2-2.
Yeah, have to jump back. If the V-skill hits late like that, it can be plus. Yeah, has to respect it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, orb recall is tough to hit a button against. Oh, ducked and punished.
Switch sides. Sako in full control right now. Now has the meter. Next hit will take Sako to the final game. That should do it right there.
A lot of hits before.
It is. It's good scaling, so probably.
Yeah.
Man, I almost heard like that soundbite gasp from the audience right there. Woo!
Man, if he has V-skill 1, this is where he puts V-skill 1 out.
Yep.
This is the one of the things about Guile not having anything here.
What do you do?
Yeah, there's
What
not,
do
I mean,
you do?
like, he's not doing this. He just doesn't have a lot of options. That
Yep.
orb is check. Every single time it's out like that. Oh, that's rough, yeah. Yeah, what are you gonna do? NuckleDu knows it, the laugh. He's like, all right, well.
Menat wins.
I got to imagine now that we've made it through all the hula hoops to get to 2-2. There might be another character switch to G.
G, back to G.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to want to play Guile here. Yep. You see that? You stop hearing the music? That's when you know it's time. It's like, okay, no more music.
Silence. It's interesting. A lot of the characters have had little minor health buffs. We've seen that kind of play out a lot so far this top 8. A lot of people. I'm like, it's also throwing off my. You know
Is
what?
it gonna, look, James,
It's always been off. Who am I
James,
kidding?
are you telling me the health buff is the reason you don't know if it's going to kill or not?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Ah.
That's exactly what it is.
I see. Hovering Mika here. I think also a fine choice. Both of Mika and G, I think, are good in this matchup. So I think a totally fine choice for NuckleDu as well.
And this is the power of NuckleDu. He can throw so many different looks at you.
Yeah.
And the hope of this is obviously once Mika knocks it down, it's so terrifying, especially for a character like Menat who has literally nothing except for a 3-frame button that has very, very little range.
Yeah. One thing we'll see is if NuckleDu does crouching jab into standing medium punch and stuff, and if Sako tries to challenge that, it's something that he did the other day, and Momochi was ready for it. Yeah, right there. Challenge after crouching jab.
Ooh. Yep, try to go up for the command throw. Sako was ready for it. Got out of there.
Yeah, spikes the mic. He's got V-trigger now, which that's why he tried to crouching fierce. He was looking for the activation. Sako backdashes.
Oh, yep, no jumps for you.
Yeah, and he takes V-skill 2 now, so Sako wants that to get behind the orbs. Situations like this.
Not too far. I mean, sorry, that was too far.
Uh-oh.
He's in. Oh, but, uh-oh, this is huge.
Here missed the meeting. Oh my, I cannot believe he didn't EX Giant Swing after the forward heavy punch. That would have been the round. Instead, Sako now on set point.
Yeah, definitely a situation where Sako said, you know what, you're going to try to feign this, so I'm just going to be patient here.
Double dash Brimstone. He got the jump, but he jumps again.
Okay, here we go. Brimstone. Sako, match point. Regular throw for NuckleDu. Counter hit too far away.
Yeah, but he's got to expect the jump now. That's why he goes for the drop kick. He jumped like 5 times. EX Brimstone, dash up for pressure.
This is what we were talking about. This is what our Mika can do.
Breaks the throw. Now NuckleDu backing off. He's just going to try to go for that standing medium kick.
Doesn't even have the meter for a V reversal yet. Gotta watch out. A single hit from Sako can do a ton of damage, and there it is. Activates the V reversal. Tries to jump in. Great reaction from Sako.
Back throw. He's about to have Nadeshko, though. After he blocks this, probably.
There it is. The Nadeshko's ready. But now the forward throw. Look at this. Sako. Yep. Gonna use the Nadeshko to get in.
Oh, the giant swing. Final game. Final round between these two. But a lot of meter on the side of Sako. That means his EX anti-airs are very, very useful here. They're going to add up.
Oh, boy. Big damage.
Fierce. This could be the round already. Dashes in.
One bar.
That's
stay in the front.
Of course, he had to.
Get off of me.
Not quite. So NuckleDu needs a block here to build V-trigger. Oh, or get hit.
Either way works.
Nadeshko available.
Oh, trade. Gets the hit, but no confirm.
Nadeshko splash. Doesn't combo. That's a punish. Activates. NuckleDu's in a bad spot here, actually. Next hit will kill him. Oh, the throw. Sako's moving on to losers finals over NuckleDu. Sends him out of the tournament in 4th place.
A great job to NuckleDu here. I mean, coming, of course, from the United States, one of the few representatives from the U.S. making it all the way to number 4 here. But Sako is the one that's going to be moving on, going up against Mago.
Cozy looking sweater on, too.
I know, right?
I kind of like his style as he locks in here to Cammy. Obviously, skill to V-trigger 1, which is what we've seen so much from everybody who's been really playing Cammy this week, and we saw it for Powell a lot, too. Cool to see. You get excited here as Adu does the in-house, like yelling for the Japanese crowd's loving it. V-skill 1 every single time. A little punish on the dive kick to start. It's going to be important to see how Mago's air approach really throws off Sako.
Whoa, okay, let's just go in with a drill. Catch Sako walking back and forward, caught him in the forward walk. It's not a low in this game. He's in, there we go, uppercut. Same mix-ups off of drills in the corner.
Wow, jump back drill from Sako.
Gets in there again. And look at this Sako challenging.
Yeah, I like him sticking out that button with the orb behind him as well. It's a little bit more dangerous.
Taking crouch. That's going to be a combo into the uppercut.
Oh, went for the V-skill. He was committed.
Oh, yes. And look at this Mago. Like I said, looked a little shaky against Nauman last game, last match that we saw him on stream. Maybe he's determined now to get back in there.
Yeah, and I think this has looked like his most solid character choice so far, which is funny because this is not his main last season. Jump heavy kick, no dive kick. Obviously, Sako respecting that option.
Yep, just defense right there from Sako, blocking a lot, but look at all the gray help that gets built up.
Backing up with the fierce, and Mago right back in there, dashes up.
It's the throw.
Yeah, high on that dive kick. It's because Sako walks forward and stand blocking.
And you see that aggression right there from Mago. Double dash to get in for the throw. Has the V-trigger activated and gets the free jump in because you're so scared of the dive kick. Another throw. Do I have 3? No. But
Walks back, plays it very safe because of the resources on Sako.
got him! Right when Sako decided to try to go for a poke.
It's just like the walk back there made Sako feel like, okay, he's gonna respect me. You know, he's respecting my critical art. He's warmed up on there.
I mean, honestly, you see this as a fault of a lot of players. Once they start getting that offense going, they push too hard. And then that moment where the opponent can get that counter poke is kind of obvious. Mago instead backing off, giving Sako enough rope to hang himself instead.
Big jump. Yeah, but he had committed to the regular jump. It was a little too floaty.
Too far for the double standing medium punch. Oh, what? Definitely an execution error right there.
Yeah, back throw would have stunned, so that's why you saw Sako with the backdash. Oh, no punish.
Very negative, yeah, no punish.
Maybe he's expecting an activation of some sort. Cross up. Oh, big.
Oh, what was that?
Just committed to the
Okay, you know
dash.
what? Second chance, second chance.
Recall.
Got her out of the air, reset, that was nice. Reset her into the orb. But
Yeah. One of those things about Menat, you try to challenge in those moments, right? And her recall is so good for catching those buttons. Once you get hit by it, she's super plus, so she can just pick up with whatever she wants afterwards. Nice work from Sako.
just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Sako turned on the aggression, got the stun, got the round. Sako trying to tie it up 1-1.
Snapping out the medium kick. And Mago has to hit these ground buttons so that he can set up the dive kicks, right? You have to represent those buttons, otherwise Sako's just going to be waiting for the jump. Nice for punish.
And you also have to make sure that you're not whipping your orbs like that, because that's what allowed him to get in there. Free, got the jump in, no anti-air from Sako. Another jump in.
Won't miss the dive kick.
Oh,
That's big of a punish.
bad. Oh, now he crossed himself up. Sako trying to get out of there, but that's why Mago went right in there for the back throw. Here we go. Orb time. Wants to reset.
Oh, in the front.
What side?
Yeah, definitely clipped him in the front. Thinking it was going to be a cross up there, close.
Oh,
It's the setup. That was probably a drill.
yeah, he was going to try to go for a stun there in that situation so he could kill off of the critical art. Again, missed the dive kick.
Commits to it there.
Oh,
He's getting close to being able to
watch
chip.
out for raw drill into super. Don't whip any buttons if you're Sako at this point.
Yeah, I mean, even if raw drill hits, oh, that's big crush. Gives him a gauge of V-trigger, which he needs to have the V-reversal as well.
And Mago is going to be patient. Let the V-trigger just drain away. Didn't try that last-second desperate dive kick usage.
Yeah.
Probably would have gotten critical arted by Sako. So good patience right there. Okay.
Yeah, that hurts. Dash on a roundhouse for the crush. Close to
Forward
stun already.
throw.
I think back throw would be close.
Keeping the pressure. Nice throw. Tech drop the dive kick again.
Jumps out of there. I love that choice from Mago, but the punish anyway.
They set up.
Drill.
Ooh, not quite. Didn't quite work out exactly how Sako wanted. But Sako's sitting on a bunch of resources.
Yeah, with the V-reversal, Mago does not have V-trigger yet. Double dash. And we've seen, oh, that was so dangerous. Almost had the jump timing. EX dive kick would have hit.
And right now, Mago probably okay with blocking some of those things, getting very close to the V-trigger.
He's gonna die at a critical art though. If he's not careful, that's not enough. Gotta see a raw activation here, I think.
No, so far not. There it is, uppercut's gonna reach. And Mago, as calm as ever, does the stretches here. Oh.
He's all warmed up, cranking that arm. He goes up 2-0.
And yeah, definitely an opposite look here from Sako. Arms folded, a little frustrated.
Contemplating here. And as a reminder, when he played NuckleDu, NuckleDu started with Cammy, and he played that match with Kage, and it worked out okay. I'm wondering if that's a consideration here, perhaps for Sako, that this matchup's not looking so hot so far as he goes down 2-0. We'll see. I'm very curious, to be honest. buttons have not changed. His character select goes back into Menat.
Interesting.
It's just looks like a switch on the V trigger.
Looks like a player preference here with the Kage versus Cammy.
Yeah, also I got to imagine Kage was maybe an expectation that he would switch it up, right? Maybe G, not even probably Cammy.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay, game number 3, Mago up 2-0.
Yeah, and at this point, like Sako, I think it's interesting to see the switch, especially because the orbs didn't really lead to so much. He had a couple of resets, but nothing really concrete. You know, that jump jab hits, but it's like, at what cost?
Right,
You're trying so hard to anti-air this character, you get jump jab, it's like so little.
We talked about, it was very similar to our conversation about the Abigail versus Menat match. You just do all this work to keep him out, and then they get in one time, just like this. Does an EX uppercut. Gonna save that meter for more EX dive kicks instead.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's great in this matchup.
Woo!
Like the EX hooligan dive kicks are really useful to get in.
See, you thought there was gonna be an EX dive kick, and he gets the free jump in. Cross up.
Trying to bait the throw there, I think, with that EX, but that should be the kill.
Beautiful confirmed by Sako. Sends Cammy down the tunnel.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, and I like that attempt to bait the throw with the EX dive kick. That's something that Sako's really good at, by the way. Walking under those jumps, getting the punish.
Oh, the raw drills. Mago playing a little more desperate, it seems like.
Yeah, you have to use those sometimes to make Menat scared, but I think we've seen maybe a little over-reliance in this
Right, because that was the first one he's done since like early on, but that was actually like the second or third one recently. Okay, activate. Yeah, Sako's just playing so careful right now. Oh, clipped him.
Yeah, that dive kick did no damage to because of that. Jump back jab,
Oh.
gone.
No more V trigger, but a lot of critical art. Well, this is a good start here for Mago. Gonna spend the bar this time for the damage because he's gonna get the. Oh, that should do it right there. He should be able to finish. Oh no.
Oh yeah, he didn't have critical art or anything available, but the throw will kill Sako. It's a game on the board, and I think this V-trigger pick gives him some stability. One thing we don't see because of this V-trigger is like when Mago jumps, he can't like orb release plus block, and they get an anti-air with like EX orb or something like that, but it hasn't mattered too much so far. Character select.
Well, Sako went up 2-0 against Nauman, then ended up losing. He knows just as well as anybody else right now that a 3-game comeback, being down 0-2, very possible.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I like him sticking with Cammy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Using this just to think about it for a little.
I would not want to see Chun definitely in this matchup, and I don't think I would want to see Karen either. I
Right.
think Cammy is a better choice.
Can be a lot more aggressive.
Yeah, the air approach is so useful in a matchup like this. Karen kind of has to like bulldog on the ground. I don't think you really want to do that too much against Menat. Also, like drill is great as a whip punish against stuff compared to like EX Tenko.
Right. Ooh, not that time.
Yeah.
There it is this time. And wow, walking exactly as far as he needed to get Sako to press a button.
Oh, he threw the throw bait?
Yeah, he walked back forward or something and then got tossed. Extended his own throw box.
I think his button was what came out and got him there. Trying to fish with that sand medium kick, and you have to be careful with those fierces of Sako. We already saw the drill earlier.
Okay, he's in. Oh, that's the second time he's done that. And because it's his crush counter, it's not even just a left-right mix-up. He's getting Sako to backdash or hit him. If he backdashed, it would have hit him out of the air.
I think he's probably throw teching or light kick. It's one of the two. But yeah, I like that call from Mago. You know, a lot of people defensively tech in that left-right situation. I think it's a good choice to make Sako kind of sit still. You're just waiting outside that fierce range, you know, waiting to drill it just in case he whiffs it.
Oh, not that time. No anti-air. And guess what? Mago gets that jump in, and when you get that jump in, you have so much frame advantage. You can apply any mix-up you want.
checking him with that jab as he's moving in. This is looking like a pretty sound round for Sako so far, activation.
But it can all go downhill very fast. As we said, one of the weaknesses of Menat. Not going to spend the meter yet. Back throw towards the corner.
Oh.
I've got all these EX dime kicks. Oh, never mind. Yeah, don't spend anything. Just eat that because you're not getting away from the...
Oh,
no!
still a one-hit round, though. He's got critical art available.
Oh, what
Walks
a...
up for the throw. Yeah, don't get hit by that. The break. Overhead whip. That's it is. Oh, my. Mago, he's going to look to buffer it if there's a whip from Sako as well, too. The orb toss, point blank. Didn't expect it.
Just walks into it. Sako staying alive.
Yeah, full meter from Mago. Walks back. Yeah, has to respect it. You see the recall?
Oh, wow. Crouching right under there. Too far away for that to connect.
See that jump back tab again?
All right, here we go. Finally went for the throw.
Have to at that point, right? The roundhouse has been hitting, so you know he's not going to tech.
Yeah, you'll take that. You'll take that. Oh, got the counter hit. Crouch light punch as well. Activation.
Yeah, backdash. We've seen that answer consistently from Mago so far after the activation.
Yep. Oh, a trade.
Great trade from Mago, actually, too.
Right.
Yeah, do not get hit by crouching heavy punch or standing heavy punch at this point.
Especially now, it could just be an easy crouch fierce V-trigger activation into critical art. Here we go. A lot of meter as well.
Well, missed the meteor, but it didn't end up mattering. Mago has activation available,
Oh, 2 bars.
but nothing from Sako.
Could have been jabbed.
Oh, he got him!
Yes. Uppercut in the super. Mago is going to book himself a ticket back into grand finals to go up against Nauman. Here at EVO Japan, Sako finishing in 3rd place.
Yeah, with a really impressive run all the way here, but that resolve from Mago is incredibly impressive. It's so tough to have a set like he did in Winners Finals and then recompose and say like, okay, things didn't go right, and then recognize like, Cammy is my character here. I need to play that character. I tried Karen, it didn't work out in that case. I need to play that character and just really compose. And I think that's something he did so well there, which is not easy to do.
And I really honestly feel like he's just got to stick with this character versus Nauman. Just stick with the Cammy, keep going. He has the Cammy mode, the feel right now.
Yeah, even though he's like, you know, a Karen main and like his Karen maybe is like the stronger choice or something, his Cammy is looking impressive. And I think like as a player, you have to understand, you know.
But once again, great job to Sako. 3rd place here at EVO Japan. Been a really, really interesting start, you know, for the year so far.
Yeah, we're going to take a peek at the bracket here and see how we got to the grand final.